Hello. Can someone say something, please? And my stuff's not working. Okay. How about now?
Sound is fine.
I can hear you. Hey.
Ah, there we go.
Oh my goodness, we got two 80s now.
Yeah. I got upgraded to Pipewire from Pulse Audio, and it just did not play nicely with anything.
Well, at least we know your application is working.
Yeah. Yeah. I just basically restart all the audio services and it works. So I don't think anyone else can join today. I think it's just us. Looking at the agenda, there are a few things. I don't have the host key. I really need the host key from Ben. Okay, I can't start the recording, so we will just kick off the meeting. Just a quick reminder that this meeting and all CNCF and Kubernetes meetings abide by the CNCF Code of Conduct, so please be excellent to each other. Thank you for joining us for the June 28th SIG-Testing meeting. My name is Eddie Zaneski, and I will be your host today. Do we have any new folks on the call that would like to introduce themselves?
Hey, hi, this is Ritesh. So I don't know if I've logged in too many times. I think it's my second meeting. And I'm basically joining from Apple, and we work on some Cube stuff, over here. And we would like to know what's happening in the Kubernetes testing world. So that's why I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
Hi, this is Amulya. So I'm from IBM India. So we work on a couple of Kubernetes and Kubernetes SIG projects. So we're actually working to onboard some of our infra. So I've just joined in to check on, get on some information regarding it. So yeah, hi everyone, good to be here.
Welcome, thank you for joining. All right. So SIG testing is in an interesting spot right now. The leads are kind of all caught up. So we don't really have write access to the doc. We don't have the Zoom host key. So we're just trying to make do with what we have. I I see we have 2 agenda items that we could jump into. Would you like to start with the first one?
Yeah, sure. So we are actually planning, as I mentioned, to onboard our IBM Cloud, a few of our resources into the Bosco's pool. So right now we're aware of, like, we're just trying to understand how to go about it. So I'm aware that we just, so it's source based. So we make those changes to the deployments, and somebody among you all just deploy it on the build cluster, but I'm not quite sure. So I'm just looking information on that aspect. Yeah.
So I am pretty sure that Boscos needs to be manually added. So I think we need to have someone with right access to the cluster create the resources and then put the secrets into Secret Manager.
Okay, so that's done manually. So we need to like a one-on-one communication with somebody who has access to the cluster.
Yeah, do you have an issue open for this?
No, there's not any issue. Just a couple of Slack threads, but there's no issue open. So would you recommend I go and open an issue?
Yeah, let's open an issue and then you can tag me on it. I'm just Eddie Zane on GitHub, and I will help find the right person to get that work done for you.
Okay, yeah, sure. Where should I open on test and like which test intro?
I think this would go in test info for now, yeah.
Okay. Okay, sure. I'll open it there. Yeah.
And if not, we can migrate it to KXIO.
Okay, sure. Sure.
Yeah, I think I saw something about that in Slack about less than 2 weeks ago. I think gave you some pointers on where to go.
Right. Right. You did.
But there were a few other things around like the Postgres metadata that we weren't quite so sure about. So
Yeah, so I'm still looking on how to manage that. So not yet sure on how to do that.
okay.
Cool. Any other thoughts or things you want to discuss with the Boscos pool?
I mean, basically, we just had like 2 high-level questions. First one is like about the secret manager. Like you mentioned that they were using Kubernetes external secrets, and you mentioned that they're also using the external secrets operator. So, using what would be better? And are there like we were planning to use it with the IBM Cloud Secret Manager, but is it being used on any of the build clusters? Or so Mohammed recommended that we have a dedicated GCP account for our IBM Cloud, and then we manage our secrets via it. So like too many pointers, but not yet sure on what the community is expecting us to do.
Yeah, and what specifically are these resources used for?
Yeah, they use for a few of the Kubernetes SIG projects like Cluster API provider IBM Cloud. So we basically want those resources to be used in the E2E tests of it.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's start with the issue and then we can bother the right people from there.
Right. So I dump the information on what I'm looking for and we just go from there.
Thank you. Okay, I have
Yeah,
right
sure.
access to the doc now, so I can get all this in here.
Okay.
Cool. The second topic we had, want to kick that one off?
Yes. Hello, I'm Adelina. So basically, this is regarding a discussion that we, Claudio had, I think 2 weeks ago at SIG-Testing about Windows unit tests. We want a job for that, and obviously, being Windows, everything is a little bit more tricky. And I want just to discuss about our approach, and because I linked the 2P. There was a discussion in various ways in which we can set a Windows node for PRAW. One of them was basically port PRAW for Windows nodes. That means all the utils, etc. And we kind of scrapped that for the moment as it's a little bit more complicated than it's probably worth right now, in the sense that we just need a signal from these unit tests. So what we did is just implemented something that we have, let's say, precedent for. Our current E2E tests are basically using the runner in Prow, the runner in, I think it's Bootstrap. The image doesn't matter, but just runs a script. The scripts would be in Windows testing. That's our repo under Kubernetes SIGs. And the scripts will basically be in charge of creating an Azure VM, running the tests there, the unit tests, collecting, basically transforming the output into JUnit, and then the pod utils will do their job and push everything to the bucket, and hopefully test grid will play nice. Yeah, so this is the approach we settled on. I think I just want to ask your opinion if it's something that I mean, we can discuss it with Ben on Slack, that he would be on board with that, but I just wanted with the larger community to know if you guys are on board as well with this idea.
I wish I had the context to give you more info. I just tagged Ben. I assigned him to that PR. The Google users are at a Kubernetes summit this week, I think. So they are all tied up. So I wouldn't expect to hear anything back this week.
Okay. The idea is that basically these PRs we have this workflow we have for E2E tests with CAPZ cluster API for Azure. So it's basically the same thing, just that we run unit tests. Then in the interest of time, because it is, let's say, a bit of a time sensitive issue, we would, since they only touch the Windows testing repo, the only resources in Prow that would be used are basically a pod periodic every 12 or 24 hours, I don't remember, and we're on it. I think maybe if we can get your blessing, we can merge these, because in Windows testing we can already merge the scripts, and just check it to see if it runs properly on Prow, and take it from there. So this is just a periodic test, non-voting, non-anything, so it won't affect PRs or anything. Since the VM is in Azure, created in Azure, and the test time is small, I don't think it's a impact in resources or anything for the job. So yeah, this is basically what the long story short is. We would like to merge this, and if you guys say it looks good, with the understanding that if something happens, we're on it, and we're not going to let a lingering job that doesn't work.
Yeah, I know nothing, and I don't feel like I have authority to approve anything there. So it looks like the PR already has approval because you're an owner there. So if you can get someone to do an LGTM, it will merge. So
Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable enough to do it myself, but I'm sure someone else can take a look.
Okay. Then we'll do that. And in any case, when Ben returns, I know we're still talking about this on Slack. So I guess if anything, we'll see with him. Okay.
Well, thank you, and sorry about that.
It's no problem.
Any other topics or things people want to discuss? Okay. If not, then everyone gets 45 minutes back of their day. I think Slack will probably be the best place for these other follow-ups. And again, sorry that the folks are tied up. So I'm just kind of stepping in to help out here. So definitely not a SIG testing expert.
Thanks, Eddie. Cheers, everyone.
Thanks.
everyone.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.